my eyes this morning. A new day had begun, so I thank God and George Harrison, cause here comes the sun, appreciative of every breath that passes through my lung. Couldn't say how grateful I am, even with 1,000 tongues. I am King M. I do music and things of that nature. I play the guitar, the ukulele as well, a little piano. I do spoken word, I rap, and I sing. So at any given moment, I do a combination of all of those things, and I make it blend into music and things of that nature. Heaven ain't hard to find. I'm right on schedule to be ahead of my time, cause logic is something y'all define. It's something I defy. And even though life's a struggle from day to day, my mother told me work, beginning, faith can't coincide in the same place as storm. My album title is My Depiction of Thoughts, MDOT. So, you know, when I tell people, when I hand them the CD and say, this is my depiction of thoughts, like it's everything I've been thinking and feeling, but it's also MDOT. So when I say this is M. That's exactly what it is. It's an extension of me. It's a manifestation. It's a physical manifestation of all that I do. When I do shows, it's a lot of different stuff that I could do, and I try to blend all of them together. So sometimes I'll have a looper with me, so a foot pedal, and so sometimes I'll build a beat on my guitar, let that build up and the instrumentation of it all, and just let it go, and I'll put my guitar down and do a spoken word piece, or I'll just do it a cappella, and then I'll do a song with my guitar, maybe acoustic, maybe electric. Singing, rapping, I go in and out of that, and I just recently began to play my ukulele out and about as well, so, and I also sing and rap on that as well. So it's just a combination of a lot of different things. I call my music eclectic fusion, and it's because I do all of those different things. And when you try to explain it, it's only so much that you can get, because so much of it relies on feeling it and hearing it. So when I try to explain it to people, it's difficult until you hear it, and then once you hear it, it makes sense. Each song it's a genuine moment that I can say, yes, like this was a moment for me. Some of them are really happy, and I'm like, yes, I enjoyed that happy moment. Some of them are really dark, and I go, man, like, you know, and it's weird because a lot of those darker songs produce something that's really good, but so did these happy moments. And so I'm thankful for them all. I draw inspiration from everywhere. And I grew up listening to all different types of music. So like B.B. King's music, James Taylor, Dolly Parton, CeeLo, Tupac. I love Led Zeppelin. The Eagles. Like I'm a musical nomad, so I draw inspiration from wherever I can. But my album only the spoken word, rap, electric guitar, which is like the rock side of electric guitar, the psychedelic side of electric guitar, lullabies, ukulele music, dubstep-ish beats, rap. And so when I told people about it, everybody was skeptical because it's all so different. They didn't know, they just thought it was directionless. They said, how can you make an album with all of this stuff? And it wasn't until they heard it and realized that because they had been focusing on the differences, they failed to see how beautifully it came together because of the similarities between it and how I approached everything as one. And so when people listen to the album, they go, I never would have guessed that went together. But they gave it the chance and the opportunity and see that it can coexist, thus being a metaphor for people. A lot of times we cast people out or separate ourselves based on our differences, and we spend so much time focusing on our differences, whereas if we begin to focus on our similarities, we'll see how we can coexist and be beautiful. I taught myself how to play guitar, and even though with a lot of things in life, we get frustrated and then we just sit it down. And then it's just like, yeah, I don't want to do it. But it was something intriguing about the frustration. Other stuff I was good at, but I didn't care to be better at. I played baseball for a number of years, but I was good at it and it was fun. But I didn't care to go that extra mile, to work harder, to sit there day and night to work on that craft. Pursuing plan A will make a way for whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. So right now, I'm pursuing music. And in pursuing music, I have found that this is the path I'm supposed to be on. Whether or not music be my final destination is yet to be determined. But it is the path that I am supposed to be on. Whether I end up working in schools, working with kids, doing some sort of motivational speaking, some sort of activity that betters the world. It is yet to be determined what I'm put here to do. But I know the journey that I'm supposed to be on goes through music. And this path that I am on right now, to pursue it to its fullest and to pursue it with all of my heart. So whether I'm successful and perform all over the world and have all of these other things, I don't know that. I might make it to a certain point and hit a plateau, but I am pursuing what I've been called here to do, and it'll make a way. So to all of you out there, it really feels like fire. It feels like fire on the inside of you, and that's the best way I can describe it. When you feel that fire and you have no doubt, that's it. Do not let the world turn you away from it. Follow that. Follow that fire. I want to be remembered not as a vessel, but I want the message to be remembered. If people don't particularly remember me, I mean, it'd be nice to. I want to be a legend from the 252. You know, I want to be someone that is spoken highly of. I don't want necessarily fame and riches. I want to be remembered as a genuine person who did everything he could to help and to better others and to better the world around him. And I want my music to be a part of that. A saying that I say on one of my songs is that I want to, my life mission is to love as many people as I can, as hard as I can, for as long as I can. The music will dictate what my legacy will be. My depiction of thoughts is available on iTunes. So you can search My Depiction of Thoughts or King M. Dot on iTunes. It's also available on my website, kingmdot.com. That's KINGMDOT.com. This is King M. Dot. I'm here with M.Michelle and Faith Productions. Thank you so much for having me.